Beautiful. So, welcome everybody. So lovely to see you. I was just saying to the group, it's a shame that it's Father's Day. I just even got about 10 people emailing me, oh, I thought I was going to be there, but my Father Day kind of took away from me, especially in Australia. I think it's an Australian Father's Day and not a European one. So that's interesting. So a few Aussies couldn't make it today, but that's why I'm recording today. There were quite a few people interested, and I will send this out as well. And then you can all listen back to it if you ever wanted to. So, yeah, I'm going to share a type of meditation that has been a very close passion of me, from the year 2000. So, yeah, 24 years ago is when I first came across this. And the beautiful thing is that I've got a wonderful mixture of people here. I've got people that I've never seen before. So, welcome and really lovely to connect with you. And I've got people that I have worked with for a very long time and that know the dragons really well. And then I've got a couple of people that I also know really, really well, but haven't necessarily worked with the dragons with me. So a mixed audience, which I absolutely love because I will give a little bit for everyone. I will, give a few basic exercises that some of you really know well, but I will also dive into some new exercises in exploring the dragon energy, and that will be new to most of you, unless you are a practitioner or you were in my last dragon course. Then you know this work really well. So I was just saying, like, this work has been very close to me. I was very sick. For the people that don't know, when I was about 28, I was bedridden with chronic fatigue and couldn't find anything of what was really wrong with me unless that I had a fever. And the doctors didn't know really what to do with me. They kind of put it aside to a post-viral virus. And I realized, okay, if the medical world can't help me, I at the time, worked as a human resources manager and had studied law. So I had to look at different avenues and tried many, many alternative modalities, name it, and I've done them. But the one thing that really truly made a difference was meeting this wonderful shaman, psychic American lady that basically said to me, read my energy, and within a few seconds could pinpoint exactly what was wrong with me. Could tell me exactly that one point in my neck that always hurt, and that one point in my back that I, couldn't even lie on my side on. And she could explain the level of tiredness and where it came from. And I kind of thought, shit, you really know what you're talking about. And she basically said, listen, I've got a technique that you have to stop looking outside of yourself. You have to start really look within, and you have to get a hold on your gifts and your talents and your psychic gifts as well. And at the time, I didn't even know what psychic meant. I kind of had to look it up in a dictionary. What it meant is that I went on this journey with dragons, and I had no affinity to dragons at the time. But I think I've shared this with some of you. Is that at the time I was seeing a doctor in the south of Holland, and I had to travel there every week, and then I had to recover from going there every week. And he was a really high esteemed doctor, and I'd been on a waiting list to see him for a very long time. And he said to me, I don't see that you can get better earlier than within 5 years. And he said, and you will still never be the same. And then I met this shaman, and she said to me, no, if you really dive into this work, you will be better in a year and better than ever. So I thought, shit, I don't know what you do, but that's what I want. Let me just do that. I'll work with that, whatever it is, even if it's dragons, I don't care. And that's how we started. I started to work with her in a group of people, and she started to explain basically something that she had channeled from 12 years old, and where she healed herself from a very severe illness. And since, then she's been kind of learning the modality of in her, channelings Tibetan dragons. And that's what I want to share with you today, because for me, it has been a never ending journey. I did heal within a year. I did travel within myself. I got to know myself, my body, my soul, everything that I am really to such a deep extent. And that's what the dragons are about, right? So today I'll give you a few little snippets of it, and we have a very short amount of time, right? But what it will do is it will really help you understand energy. It will really understand, what are you doing with your energy? How do you lose your energy? How do you stay in your own energy? But also, the dragons are the keys to the universe. And what I mean by that, it is kind of like a key, a porthole to uh, to your guidance, to your wisdom, to your messengers that are always around you that want to communicate with you. But often when we are in our emotions, when we are in fear, when we are in stress, you can't hear those, right? So what this dragon technique does, the moment you invoke a dragon, the moment you work with that frequency, you're instantly in a higher frequency. And there are 12 different dragons. So each dragon has their own frequency and has their own level of wisdom. And the moment you step into that, it immediately will give you the information, the healing, the consciousness that you need in that moment. And for me, that came like, because every time, whether I would within the body or whether I would do a healing for someone else, and the dragon would just tell me, travel in there and access and download what was going on there, I started to realize we are all energy. And of course, I use the vehicle of dragons, but you are a very energetic being. And that's what they have scientifically proven in the last decennia as well, is that more and more they're coming to terms with quantum physics, and they're realizing that we are all energy. And that's where the dragons come in, because if you use energy in a way where it's safe and where it's powerful, and when you're not doing it alone, but bring in the higher wisdom that comes with that, and the power of the specific dragon and the frequency, then there is a never-ending inner journey for you, in store. So for me, it healed me personally, but also it opened so many doors for me and my life. It basically propelled me into the path of what I was supposed to do. I started to do readings afterwards. I started to work with energy. I did nay therapy, which is a form of kinesiology. It really opened all these doors to where I needed to be. And that's what you will see when you start working with dragons. I've got quite a few people that have had profound um, responses and changes in their lives. Like, for example, Angeline, I don't know if you're here now, but maybe you've just recently done an dragon course with me, and I can ramble, of course, because I'm biased, right? But let's just talk to someone else, just for fun, because I'd love for you all to have a sneak peek of what you can get out of this work, and then we'll just dive in.
Hi everyone. Hi, I'm Angeline from the Sunshine Coast in Australia. So the dragons, they showed up in various different ways, and I was thinking before I went on the Zoom, the best way I could describe it is it was tangible in my mind's eye. Because when we call on spirit, it's usually for me, it's a feeling, it's a sign. However, with the dragons, I physically could see them with the feelings and the signs that showed up. And look, they have directed my life in paths that I thought that weren't possible or hadn't even thought of, to the extent that now they're even bringing an income for me where I'm selling 3D angel dragons at the market. And that was something that was never, ever on my goal set. So, yeah, just showing up in a tangible spiritual way when I've needed guidance, when I've needed direction, where I don't second guess myself anymore. I just tune into a particular dragon at the time and just feel the energy, and I'm guided. So thank you, Kat, for introducing me to this wonderful realm of magical creatures.
Beautiful. Thank you for sharing, Angeline. And That's it as well. It is quick. The tools that you will get today, the dragons, you can use it in the car, you can use it, in the supermarket. I often even use it when I'm walking. So it isn't something that you have to sit with for an hour. I think that's what I like the most. My mind is very active, and I found it very difficult to sit still and quiet for a long time. And with the dragons, it becomes basically a connection to consciousness and to an inner wisdom where your body knows where it needs healing or where it needs a shift, whether it's emotional, physical, spiritual. Your dragons have got this ancient wisdom about them that you're not alone, right? And that's where we're really going. What I also like, you will notice that in a minute when we start working with them, every time you open up a dragon, it's an embodiment. It is an embodiment. Every time you open up and merge with them, you're in the body. And we're so easily in this plane at the moment, we're distracted. There's phones, there's social media, there's, to-do lists. We've got so much to do. So we're often energetically outside of our body, right? So what the dragons will do is they will keep you within, and that's powerful in itself. Now, also, what I like is you've got the micro level where we can teach, the dragon to go within and almost look with laser X-ray eyes to see what is going on, what is it that you need. Or you can look macro level, where you have the bigger picture of what is really going on a bigger level, bigger picture. And you can even, understand that this energy, because it is energy, is about ethereal traveling as well, where it will, dragons are shapeshifters. You can merge with, a tree and download the wisdom of nature and become it. Or you can travel to the moon or the sun, or just, a person in your life that you love very much. And if they give you permission, you can download the information you need. So that's what I truly love about this, is that you can use and access it at any time and in any way. And there's no way where I can tell you how to do it unless, the course that I've created give you the basics of it, and have a good feel. But most of all, what I like for you is to experience what comes up for you, because each of your journeys will be very different. It's very personal, and you all have different gifts. Some of you might see, some of you might feel, some of you might, hear information. So go with what your gift is and find out what that actually is, and find out which of the dragons are the ones that really are here for you. So some of you might really connect with the ones that, are feeling a little bit foreign in the beginning. You go, oh, I don't know this energy very well. Oh, this is a little bit interesting. And again, if you don't have an affinity with dragons and you feel more comfortable with a color or an angel or, anything that feels safer or more tangible for you, that's fine. This is all about energy. But if you're curious, I would definitely try it out, just like I did, because it will give you something that you weren't expecting. You don't have to see a really big kind of Chinese dragon in front of you, it can just feel like energy. And that's how I came across it. So there's no limit to where your dragon can go, what it can do. I will stop talking about it now and give you a little bit of experience. But just know that you can even travel to the future, to the past. You can literally go to the past and ask what needs healing, move to the future and download, your best potential soul path. There's, again, no limit to what you can do. And the basics that I always start with is the grid. I won't do the full grid that some of you know, but I will do the cross and the wings. And what I mean by those is, what I really had to learn with this work is that if you're in the front of your body, you easily lose your energy. You're easily in the front of your body. You're easily giving your energy away, right? But if you're in the back of your body, that's where you teach the body to be more observative. My teacher used to always say, you cannot change who you are, but you can teach the body to do it in style. And what she meant by that is, if you're empathic and you go into work and you pick up everybody's stuff, or, you're talking to a really good friend and you come home and you feel drained, or, in whatever way you lose your energy, You can teach and understand, why am I actually doing that? Where am I actually losing it from? And when I'm more in the back of my body, when you teach that, you can observe what you're actually doing and stay in your power. And I've seen that happen over and over and over. I've been teaching this for 24 years. So a lot of people still email me often, and tell me, oh my God, that cross symbol really works. So that's what we're starting with. I know that quite a few of you already know this one, but we will go and work with the dragons after I've installed that one. Why do I always start with that one? I start with this exercise, guys, with every work that I do, whether I'm hosting a group for self-empowerment, whether I do a general meditation, whether I do a one-on-one. I always start here because it's a combination of different energy workers and spiritual teachers and shamans that I've worked with. And this is the one that gives the alignment the quickest, and it stays with you for quite a long time. So what we will do is we'll visualize a cross symbol. Has nothing to do with religion, by the way. It stands for conscious men, and it opens up the channel from the earth to the universe, and it opens up the channel on the top part of your heart chakra, connecting you with humanity. So what I'd love for you to do is to really feel that you are visualizing just as good as you can. Fake it until you make it. If you don't know how to do that, just think of it will be enough. Just visualize, and you might want to close your eyes for this one if you want to have a deeper experience. And I know that some of you like to keep them open, so that's fine as well. But what I'd love for you to do is to really open up from your tailbone the energy up, up, up to the top of your head, and then back down again. So this, we're not even putting it into the spinal column yet. It's just basically the channel from your root chakra all up to the top of your head and down. And you're just moving it up and down, opening yourself up. And when you do that, immediately already it is aligning your chakras. It is really letting the energy flow. It might feel energizing. And what I'd love for you to do is to then bring the energy already from your shoulders left to right. So you're forming that cross symbol, left to right, opening your heart chakra. What this is doing is also helping you to come from that higher place of unconditional love, right? Now, if you had to describe to me, what does this cross symbol look like, right? Is it gold? Is it silver? Is it wood? Is it light? Is it fire? I even had one person that said it was a velvet one. You can't go wrong here, right? I had one who made a feathery one. So what does your cross symbol look like? Because when you can kind of put a picture to it or a feeling to it, even if it's a feeling, it will actually strengthen its energy. If you feel like chatting it in the chat box, you can. You don't have to. I always say to people, keep a pen nearby, or make sure that if you want to write in the chat box and you want me to see what you're going through, then you can. You have got the option there. I'd love to hear. So, what I really would love for you to feel is just what is the color? What is the material? What does it look like? Make it as real as you possibly can. And often when you feel this, I'd love for you to then, when you bring it to the back now of your body, so really the back in your spinal column, lock it in there, really put it at the back of your shoulders. What happens immediately, you kind of feel this shift to strength, shift to I've got your back, shift to being in the back, having your back, right? So really, really feel that you're kind of falling backwards into this cross symbol. And what it does, and I will send you all kind of a PDF that explains all the thing, because this session is too short to explain to you what only this exercise will do for you, right? It brings you in the body. It really aligns your chakras, and that's what this is all about. Gives you protection, but also it really helps you to be in that witness position. I always say if you're in it, it's a drama. When you witness it, it's a comedy. And that's where you want to be. So I've got a few really lovely responses, and we've got all kinds of crosses happening. We've got from gold to sea watery, oak, to solid wood, to light, and light golden even. So I love all these different visuals, and this is telling me again how personable it is, right? Everybody has their own cross symbol. Now, putting this into place, crystal, of course, mine is always very white and bright, but you will see in the beginning it might shift. The more you start working with this, it starts to change to what you need in the day or in the moment. Now, put a big diamond in the middle just to lock it in, just to open the heart chakra even more. And what I'd love for you to do is to now extend that cross symbol into the earth. This is just a free energy that is always available to you. So, just going deeper into the earth through all the layers. Feel that you go as far and as deep as feels comfortable for you. So, for some of you, that might be just a couple of meters, right? But for some of you, it might be straight to the core of the earth. So, really follow that energy down and really root yourself in there. Immediately when you do that, you feel a connection with Mother Earth. Mother Earth has consciousness too, right? Everything on this planet has consciousness, whether it's a tree, an animal, whether it is the earth itself, everything has consciousness. And when you connect with it, you immediately feel like you're connecting with a loving, strong, sentient wisdom, with a being. And when you connect with that deeply, immediately, you feel that there is a reservoir of energy that is readily available to you. So it's almost like you create a straw, right? You're drinking in that energy up, up, up along all your, the levels of the earth into your tailbone, into that wonderful cross symbol. You just really fill it up. Immediately you feel your body and your energy building. The cross symbol even has a stronger sense now. And then from there, it goes to the rest of your body, your upper legs, your knees, your wonderful lungs, your arms. You really feel that energy calming you, energizing you at the same time, but most of all, replenishing you. Whenever I'm tired, when I plug in here, it is a free reservoir of energy. And the only thing that this energy wants to do is to just, the moment you connect, is just to fill you up with that energy. Now, some of you might be very tangible. So you might really feel that energy come in. If you don't, just fake it until you make it, right? Just really make sure that you just pretend your body being filled up with this energy into your lungs, your arms, your head, your legs. Just feel your body filling up. And when you feel this energy up, what is the message that comes from the earth? Just the first message. It might be peace, it might be strength, it might be love, just a word. Just listen to that message, just the first thing that comes. So you might want to write it down. And then I will go into depth a little bit later, and even in the course, if you were ever interested, I explain this much more in depth and I will again send you the exercises, but really extend this cross symbol into the universe as far and as high as feels comfortable to you. And what I'd love for you to do is to go again as high, as far as feels comfortable. It might be a couple of meters, might be straight into the universe. And then really hook it in there and know that you're connected with the highest source of unconditional love, light, and truth. And the moment you feel that, buckets of love and light are pouring down into your body, rinsing and cleansing whatever doesn't serve you, and at the same time replenishing you with a very high frequency. Now, feeling this energy relaxing you, you might even feel little tweaks and pains coming up because your body is letting go. That's perfect. Now, bring those two sources of energy back into your heart. Big, big energy into your heart, big smile in your heart. I always say put a smile in your heart because then your brain thinks you're happy. They've proven that with a scientific test. So then bring in that energy into your heart and then let the energy expand it outwards, upwards, downwards. It's like this yippee feeling, like expand beyond your body, as big as your arms can stretch. And I always like to put a transparent layer around that energy. And it can be as big and as far as you like. But what that layer does is it creates this bubble around you. So it means that the earth and the universe energy is still accumulating in this bubble. And you're now in this very high frequency. Now, this is something I do every morning and I instantly feel good. You learn to do it really quick, though. You learn to do it in maybe a minute or two. When I'm ever down in energy, I just plug myself into those sources and immediately feel that I'm aligned, energized. I lock that cross in and I'm good for the day. Now, when you're in this position, in this wonderful high frequency, this is a great way to start opening up the lines, the chi lines in the back of your body. Again, there is a couple of exercises, 3 great exercises I use to get in the back of your body. Now, if you feel after this, this masterclass that you want to dive deeper into this work, there is a course where I go deeper into that. But right now, I just want you to experience what it's like to have 2 humongous wings coming out of those chi lines, which runs from your hips over your kidneys, over to the top of your shoulders. And you feel these wonderful wings opening up to the ceiling, I want to say, to the sides, even down. And you just wiggle them around, play around with them. Some of them, you know, it might be that one wing is bigger than the other, right? Just check it out. And when you do that, check out which one is bigger. Because the one that is bigger, you would like to kind of even out the other one as well, right? And I won't go into today why that is. Just even them out and know that your energy field is adjusting. Now, what these wings do, first of all, they bring you to the witness position. They keep you safe. They align your magnetic energy fields. They protect you. So when I'm going in the shopping mall and I'm easily overwhelmed by all the impulses that they have there, this is what I do. Keep up my wings, open them up. It's just 1 second, and my energy stays energized and empowered easily. This is a great exercise to have. When you're behind your computer or using any other electronic devices, this is a great one to use to keep you in your power and into your witness. I often do kinesiology testing on this one to show people what the computer actually does energetically to your energy field, right? These exercises really keep you aligned. But now you've tried to really do these exercises, right, all by yourself. Let's call in and introduce the energy of a dragon. Now, when I start and introduce the energy of the dragon, I always start with the earth dragon. And it is the only dragon that lives outside of your body. It lives in the middle of the earth. It is an energy. Just go with your fantasy. That's what I'll keep saying today. Whatever you visualize, you create, and if you just go into depth of knowing that connecting with that dragon is an energy that really supports you, that really loves you, that really has the best wisdom and healing for you in store, that's all you need to do, right? So set an intent out before we connect with this dragon for the whole session, right? If you had an intent for today or for the rest of the week or in your life, put your hand maybe on your heart or just really feel what would your intent be right now in your life before we start bringing in dragons, because it's really important to do that. What is it that you would like to really bring in today as an intent? Again, you can put it in the chat box if you want me to know what that intent is, but you can also just write it down for yourself or just feel it in your heart. And then put that intent there. Feel the intent in your heart, because every time you put an intent to something, guys, that's where the energy will go to, right? Where your focus goes, is where the energy flows. So what I'd love for you to do now is, now you know what you're going to do and what you want out of this session today, is you're going to connect into the earth with this wonderful dragon that truly wants to connect with you and loves you. Now, this dragon in the earth has a very beautiful, potent energy. And before you're going to let it come up, just let it send you up a color, just a color. And when you feel that color, don't judge it. It might be a color you don't like, right? And then change the color. Don't change it. Whatever color comes up is perfect for you right now in this moment. And then ask, why this color? Why is this color important for me right now? So let it come up, up, up through all the layers of the earth, into your legs, into your tummy, into your beautiful lungs, into your arms, into your throat, into your face. Just drink in this color. And whilst the dragon is sending that to you very lovingly, very happily, your body is receiving it very happily as well. Now, what does the color stand for? Again, we always, every color has its own frequency. That's why we have 12 different dragons in 12 different colors. Why this color? Why in this moment of your life? Why for your body do you need this color? Let it tell you. First message that comes. And if you don't quite know, you don't have to overthink it. Just drink it in. And you might even feel where in your body does this color want to go most? Where in your body does this color want to go most? And what I'd love for you to do, whilst the dragon is still sending you that color up, I'd love for you to breathe in this color and then release whatever doesn't serve you. So it's almost like you're bringing it into your core of your cells, to the deepest part of yourself. Just drink it in, especially in that part of the body where this color is needed most. In. And then release whatever doesn't serve your body. And do that a couple of times. Beautiful. Now, if this energy is ever too much, because the dragon energy can be high frequency, especially when we bring in the dragons, just know that you have a remote control. And that remote control on a scale from 0 to 10, when you think of it and it feels a bit much, and it feels like a 10 or an 11, you can easily bring it down to a 6 or a 5 or whatever feels good, right? You are always in control of your energy. That's what I'm also teaching you today, is that wherever you lose it from, wherever your energy goes, really bring it back to the body and instantly, bring it to the level of energy that you feel safe with. So having introduced the dragon, now let it come up. Put a David star or a 10-pointed star on your right hip. That's the gateway for the dragon. Let the dragon come up, 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 and know that it's here with the best possible intent, with the highest level of love to heal you. Let it dive into your body to that one hot spot in your body where you need healing most. So even if you think I've had a migraine the whole week, I want to go there. But if it goes to your big toe, you follow the big toe first, right? So let it go to where it shows you. Just this is not about you making this up. This is about receiving. Remember the witness? Just sit in your cross symbol and allow the dragon to do what needs to be done, knowing that it will give you only the most positive energy and wisdom that you need in the moment. So where is it going and what is it actually doing? So observe. For some people, you might see it spiraling or it's cleaning or clearing, or you might have fire or water. Just see whatever this dragon is doing in this moment and just observe. And some of you, if you're sensitive, might really feel what it's actually releasing. Some might feel a shift of energy. I have people that say that, they had a terrible knee pain or arm pain or heart palpitations. And the moment they send their dragon in, they calm it right in a minute or two. Because when it's not about you and you not fixing yourself, but you allow the energy to do it for you, that's where it becomes really potent. Because we are all incredible, potent, energetic beings. And when we're open to that wisdom, immediately it will happily and lovingly do it for you. Now, you can go a little bit deeper if you wanted to. You can ask the dragon, why this part of my body and what emotion am I actually clearing? It might be physical, it might be emotional, right? If it's just physical, it might be, for example, this part of your bone needs a bit more calcium. Or it might be your liver where it goes, this part of your liver is a bit sluggish and it just needed a push, right? It could also be your muscles are a bit stiff, you need more magnesium. But it could also be emotional. It could be that it's in your lungs and it's releasing some grief about something that happened this week. This is where the communication comes in. And in the beginning, that is, learning how to do that. But more and more, if you sit back and observe, it will tell you. So just ask, what am I actually healing here? What do I need to know? And then just the first thing that comes up, just trust it. Never doubt it. Some of you might think, oh, I'm making this up. No, you're not. Trust that whatever comes through is absolutely and exactly fine. Now, see if there is a part in your body where the dragon wants to go. If you're still in this place and you're talking about the emotion and you're talking about what you're healing, then stay here, right? I'm always a quick worker, so I often just know what it is, heal and replenish and go on. So if you're ready to go to another spot, you can. This time you can see again where the dragon goes, or you pick a spot. But if you found an emotion, and let's say it's grief that you're releasing, just let the dragon show you how to release it and how to also replenish it with something else, might be a color, right? If it's a simple tip, like you need more calcium or more movement, then you just take a note, and then you go on to the next spot. So decide your own pace. Again, you can go as deep and as long with these dragons, and you go very quick. And some of you will recognize when I say you can get out of, shape or energy or even out of balance really quick, but you can also get into balance and shape and connection really quick. And that's where the dragons come in. That's where you come really easily into mastering the energy quick. For me, it became a game. And I still use it every day because the dragons will tell you, actually, you're leaking some energy on the left side in the bottom of your hip. you know, just align that hip, open it up, and it will do it for you. I'll stop talking and let you go through your experience. So, where in your body is the dragon now? And again, observe, what is it doing and why is it there? What are you releasing? What are you healing? And if you're still at the same spot, that's absolutely fine because the body will talk to you. It's a mirror and will tell you where you're at in your life. So feel it, experience it, become it, listen to it, anything you need to know. So you can also, if you're not done, you know that you can listen to the recording. I will send it to you afterwards, or you can just keep sitting with this afterwards and write a bit more and feel in a little bit more. But I'd love for you to go to the next level where you really merge with your dragon. And how you do that is you let your dragon go to your tailbone and let grow from there. So you feel immediately the cross symbol merging into your cross symbol. This time you're not doing anything, right? You're just observing. You feel your cross symbol completely merging with the dragons. This time you let yourself be taken over by your dragon. So it's basically observe, what does the cross symbol of your dragon looks like? Is it strong? Is it fierce? Does it have a different material? Feel the wonderful face and skull merge with you. A very big smile and wonderful energy, loving eyes, strong jaw, because your jaw is your highest frequency of your body. That's why I've been told that in the Bible they said that you could kill your opponent raising your cheekbone and your jawbone. So when your jaw is really light and high by putting maybe white light in there or crystals, immediately when you speak from this level, people will hear you from the highest level of unconditional love. So feel that wonderful face merge with you. Feel the neck vertebrae merge with you. Wonderful arms, wonderful lungs, big, wonderful dragon tummy, hips, upper legs, knees, calves, ankles, feet. This is where I talk about the embodiment. Let the dragon become you and let it be a wonderful energy body. Let it be your old friend. Big wings are opening up now. Let the wings do the energy for you. Again, it will put you in that witness position and it will align your magnetic energy field. It will open up your soul energy. And a big tail into the earth. I love that part. Really feel it that it's grounding you. I like to even dig in my tail a little bit deeper and then extend my wings upward. Now look through the eyes and the heart of your dragon. Feel the heart of this dragon merge with you. Really connect with this dragon. Become this dragon. Feel the energy of this dragon. If you had to describe what it feels like, what the personality feels like, what the connection feels like, what would it be like for you? What does it want to tell you? What is the message for you today? Why is it here? Now, I'd love for you to know that this dragon will always keep you safe, ground you. But this is a dragon where you can travel to any plane on the earth, right? You can travel to a country, to a mountain that you know, a river, a beach that you want to really go to. Yes, of course, we can step on a plane and physically move there, right? But you can also just ethereally travel there with your dragon and drink in the energy and the insights and the messages that that place in the earth has for you, right? We are limitless in energy. So often that's what I do when I feel that I want to go to a certain place. It really will give you information that is beyond words. But Earth Dragon is also really the one that is lovely to work within the body with and to keep you safe and to keep you grounded, keep you really in one place. Now, again, I can't address everything. So in the course that I will talk a little bit later about, I think we do travel to other places where you can really feel that more, and experience that. But I want you to really feel and see now you're in this energy and alignment. How much of your energy was out there before you invoked this dragon? So let's say, how many lines did you have standing out? And what I mean by that is, where were you with your energy? Were you with friends, family, work, your father, because it's Father's Day? Where were you with your energy? And I often say, you know, this was before you came into this meditation session. I've had a client that was with 200 people because she was a massage therapist and saw about 20 to 30 people a day. She was a physio slash massage therapist. And she was just constantly with their clients still energetically, right? So when we pulled back her energy into her body, immediately she was home and she had tons more energy. So this is what I'd like for you to do to feel how much of your energy was outside of your body on a scale of 1 to 10, how much of your energy was outside of your body before this meditation? So jot in a number in the chat box because I'd love to see where how much of your energy was outside, busy with other things. So 0 being no, I was completely 100% in my body before this meditation. And 10 being I am absolutely everywhere else. So we've got, thank you for responding because it's nice. 0. Wow, that's good. So you were 50. Yeah, good. Okay, cool. Okay. 8, 7. Yeah. Okay, 20. Yeah. So when we have those big numbers out, it means where are all your lines out there, right? So try to draw those lines back in, but at the same time, now being in your dragon and feeling the embodiment, calling back your energy lines, calling back your thoughts, calling back all your, all the things you were busy with, because we have about 60,000 thoughts a day, right? Being outside of ourselves. So draw all that energy back into this dragon. Let the dragon do it for you. Now, being in this dragon, bring it back to a zero, being 100% within your body right now. Instantly. You can do that in a second. And you can feel how easy that will be and how good you feel and how quickly you feel like that, right? Just zip, quick. And that's what I'd like to say. Tell your dragon, bring me back, bring my energy back now, and it will bring you back. Yeah. So now you're back here. Let's try another dragon. So this dragon, it still will be with you in the background, but you can kind of forget its energy. If it feels, some of you are very practical and very visual. So if you like to kind of bring that dragon back to the earth, if that feels good to you, you can. I always kind of leave all my dragons there, when I work with them. But we're going to try to just try one more dragon right now that is complete different energy, and it is the pink one. And the pink dragon is really deeply connected to your heart and to all the levels of connection to self and self-love. So immediately you will feel how different this energy feels, right? You feel immediately how your cross symbol starts to merge with this wonderful golden dragon. Sorry, pink dragon. You immediately feel rose quartz or pinkish, energetic cross symbol merging with yours. And you feel a very loving, warm skull, loving face, eyes merging with yours, big wings opening up, arms starting to move into yours, wonderful hips, legs. And just feel that this dragon feels almost like a warm bath. Just feel the pink going deeply in every cell of your being. Just let yourself fall into this dragon. This is basically almost like a fluffy couch and saying love, 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 love. But it's also a very powerful dragon because this dragon will teach you all about your heart. And you can go and travel into every gateway of your heart. So just feel that pink energy within you and around you. Feel the energy and feel how different it feels. If you had to describe the personality of this one and the earth one, or the energy of the two, you would feel that how different these frequencies are, right? Now, if you ever want to know about any topic in your life, what your heart feels about it truly, you just open up this dragon and you connect the heart with your heart, big smile in that heart to really connect from that place of highest level of love and light. Now ask your dragon any topic in your life, right? Any topic that comes up that you're curious about. What does my heart really feel about this? Let your dragon tell you. So you connect with your heart, you connect with this dragon. It's almost like this dragon opens a doorway to your own heart, to your own essence. And your heart is your doorway to your soul, right? To the essence of who you really are. So any topic that you have, it might be around work, it might be about a friend, it might be about a partner, it might be about, just it can even be about an animal, anything. So I'd love for you to really feel, what does your heart truly feel, believe, and want about this? Let your heart tell you, let your dragon whisper it to you. What is it that your heart wants you to know most right now? And you can write it down in the chat box or you can write it down on a paper if you feel like it. So it is an important time on the planet right now. And we are all here to use our gifts and our talents. Now, your heart knows. what your gifts and your talents are. Your heart knows what you're here to do. It doesn't matter the age. You can be 80, 50, or 30. Your dragon knows in what level of your life you are and what is it that your truth is right now, your heart's truth, your soul's truth, and let it tell you. Let this dragon open you up, but from the highest level of gentle love. And it seems like it might be a fluffy dragon, but it's actually a very powerful and potent one because it knows the truth of you and what you're capable of. Let it talk to you. Let it connect with you. Now, is there a wound in your heart that is still in the way of that? Is there a wound that is stopping you from doing that, or an emotion? Just the first thing that comes up. Is there anything you need to look at in your life that is holding you back? What would it be? What is still holding you back? It could be, you make yourself too busy. It could be a person. It could be your self belief. What is holding you back? Let your dragon, let your heart tell you. And what can you do to break that pattern? What can you do? What is the advice of this dragon to do it differently, to get to those heart's desires? Now, again, I'm asking you a lot of questions, right? But it might be that this dragon has a total different plan for you today. So I'm going to be quiet for a minute or so. Is there anything that this dragon wants you to know in this moment? Anything that you need to know right now? Why it's here today for you and what the lesson is for today. It might be even wanting to heal you in a certain part of your body, right? Where in your body do you need a little bit of love and softness? Where in your life do you need more love and softness? Really receive that deeply. And feel that the energy is doing the work. Where you ever feel that you have to work hard, then you're not doing the right thing. Just completely relax and let the information and the dragon do the work. Now, if this dragon needs to heal you in a certain part of your body, where would it be? Just allow it to happen. Now, what I love to always do, guys, is that yes, we've got this pink big dragon within and around you, but they are shapeshifters. So, whilst it is within and around you, you can make it really small and travel in a certain part of your body and just start healing you there at the same time. If that's what comes up, if there's a part in your body that needs a little bit more love or attention or healing, just allow for it to happen. Now, where in your body do you normally lose your energy? Just scan yourself. Where is it that you give your energy away? Is it from your tummy? Is it from your head? Is it from your tailbone? Where do you lose it? And let your earth or your pink dragon tell you and immediately draw your energy back, like really kind of instantly let your dragon show you how to realign that energy. Because for everybody, it will be different. In the course, I will give different, more tangible tools to do that. But I'd love for you to just listen to your guidance and to the energy. Where in your body do you lose your energy? Everybody has a weak spot. We all do, and it might change per day, but where does it want to come back and how? So for some of you, it might be just an instant pullback and a cut of a cord. For some of you, it might just be a spiral or an opening or a connection with the earth, right? Just trust whatever you see, feel, and experience. Use this wisdom, use this energy. And there's just, whilst you're doing this, there's one more dragon. And I know it's a long meditation, but, when we do this in groups, online or live, we would take shorter sessions and chat and share, in between what these exercises do, because they're very potent. But the last one is so different again that I wanted you to really feel, which one is yours right now, which is the one that your body needs most. So let's invite the silver dragon. The silver dragon comes from the palette. So you've put a David star. I always use a star so that the frequency is high and safe. So David star or 10-pointed star under your chin. Your dragon is really small and it travels through your chin, through the roof of your mouth, into your third eye levels, into your pineal gland. And if you don't know where that is, it's the middle of your brain. And from there, this wonderful silver dragon face starts to merge with you. It's a wonderful silver energy emerging within you. Arms are sliding in, wonderful big lungs, big, beautiful tummy and hips, upper legs, knees, calves, ankles. Really let yourself fall into this silver energy. Big wings opening up, big tail opening up. Now, this is the dragon of willpower. This is the dragon of if you really want something, to manifest it through putting your focus on it and letting your dragon know, what it is that you actually want, and then let the dragon tell you how to get it. It also works beautifully in the bones. So let the energy of the silver energy go deeply into your bones, into your spinal column, into your ribs, your arms, your fingers, your hips, your upper legs, your calves, even your feet, your toes. I like to even put it in the bones of the wings. Now, really become one with this very powerful silver energy, but especially in the bones, because each time you put these dragons, especially the white and the silver one, in your bones, it will open up the memory of the gifts you've had in past lives, if you believe in that, or in the gifts and the intuition and the psychic skills you have in this life. And really just empowering your bones is also your vitality levels. So if your immune system is triggered or challenged, or if you feel a little bit tired, this is where you really bring that energy deeply into your bones, strengthening you, empowering you, pulsating that energy through your bones. Right? So really scan it in there, opening that up. Now, what is the message of this dragon for you right now? What do you need to know about your life, about your, where your focus is? Is there any focus you need to change? Is it anything in your body that it wants to heal? Just sit back and allow the dragon to tell you or show you. And again, if you feel like sharing messages in the chat box, you can. Or if you feel like writing things down, you can. Any healing that you need from this dragon, where in your body, where in your life does it want to help you? Now, if you would do a one-on-one session with dragons, or if you would, do this on a weekly basis, you will really understand what this dragon can do for you personally on a healing, emotional, spiritual, and physical level, right? Especially on the ethereal level, the energy level. Now, drink in that silver energy one more time in your bones. Drink it in, drink it in, drink it in. Let it energize you, and then release whatever doesn't serve you. anything that is in the way of that focus, anything that's in the way of some sluggishness in your life. And then you put those three dragons. I always do this. You put those three dragons in front of you, the earth one, the pink one, the silver one, and you look at the three of them, right? They all have a completely different energy. Which is the one that you're going to bring this week, or do you want to explore a little bit more? Which is the one that you feel, yes, I'd like to work with that one, or that one wants to work with you. So either you step into that one dragon or it steps into you, whatever feels more natural. But one dragon will come with you after today, and let it just really step into you. And then you feel that cross symbol lock in one more time, the arms, the legs, the beautiful face, the embodiment. Remember, big, big wings. Let it just completely merge with you, become it. And then let it tell you why. Why this dragon? You can chat in the chat box. I would love to hear which is the dragon that you're bringing for next week or for the next days. And if you'd like to share why, I'd love to hear. But which is the one that really wants to come? I'd love to hear. So we've got silver, we've got pink. It's beautiful. Mm, yeah. So the reason is pink, to feel the love. Beautiful. Yeah. So which dragon and why? I'd love to hear. Let it tell you. So you see, we did a lot of energy work within the body today. So keep sharing, because I'd love to hear that. Pink self-love. Yeah, I love that. Three dragons merged together as one. I love that. Yeah, that can happen, Angeline. Beautiful. Yeah, wonderful. So, you need to understand as well this work, right? I said to you, there's no limit to it. Today we went in the body, right? But sometimes it will bring you, like I said, somewhere in the planet because you needed a healing or a download from there. Sometimes it will help you, you know, be with someone and download and read the information over there. When I do a reading for people, a card reading, it kind of travels into the cards or in the numerology with the numbers, and I will download the information that comes through from there. So it doesn't matter wherever you travel in, whether it's a crystal, whether it's, a person, always, of course, with permission, if it is a person, and then I mean a soul permission, energy permission. Or if people come to you for help and you say, is it okay if I just intuitively check in? And you don't need to say, I'm actually traveling with my dragon into you right now. That might freak people out, but you can say that you're actually just tuning into your energy, right? And that's what this work is about. I never talk to people about my dragons. I just use them and I listen to the knowledge that is coming through. So that is what I really love, right? I love to work with animals as well, and spirit animals. When I do my shaman journey at the end of the year, we will go through three planes. Like we go to the earth, we go within the earth, we go on the now level, and we go into the universal level. So it's those three levels of consciousness where we each level bring a different spirit animal, and we really merge with those spirit animals, which will all have divine experiences and messages for us. There is, again, no limit to how you use those dragons. And spirit animals are very close to the dragons, but they are different, right? So, this is how I really worked with this. So what I really would recommend is to, as much as you can, just play with it, see if this rings to you. For me, I couldn't stop. Like, I wanted to go to a weekly meditation one. I've got a couple of practitioners in this group that are going to pass this on, this work as well. And if you ever felt that you wanted to learn more about this, or to a deeper extent, and really understand which dragon is about what and why, then I would really love for you to look at the course that I've created. It's a pre-recorded course. I've done it with 9 wonderful women all over the world, and you can follow it self-paced, and it's divided in little snippets of energies of meditations. Today we did a really long one. Normally in the course I build you up to that because it is trying to work with this energy and to stay energized in it as well. I felt we had quite a high frequency group so that we could, have this longer level of meditation focus. But if you drifted off today, that's totally normal. That's part of this work. Your ego will go as far, as it is comfortable with, and more your soul self, your ethereal body, your essence of who you are, will start to step in, and that's where it becomes fun. That's where my passion lies as well, is to really connect with the truth of you and of all the gifts and talents that you have. So if you are interested in the cause, there will be a Facebook community in there if you ever felt like asking questions, or connect with funny like-minded dragon lovers and like-minded people. And we're also looking at maybe doing monthly free sessions like this, so it's just something that you could play with in your own time. Like, the reason that I'm sharing it, and I was told last year, is to put this work into the world, is because the planet is going through a huge shift. And being these creative, energetic energies that we are, it's just such a potent way to access that and to quickly make shifts and to use it for your own benefit and for others, and the more you are aligned in your energy, and the more aware you are, and the more conscious you are, and the more information you get, the more it will ripple effect into the people around you and into the planet, basically. The higher we are in frequency, the happier we all are. And that's what the dragons are about. So I will send you the PDFs, a few of the exercises, the cross, the lines, the pulling back, also the wings. And there's quite a few other exercises again in the course that will have some information there. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I'd like to share, but if there's people here that are not on my email list and I like to be for me to share this to you, then let me know. If there's any experience that you had today that you feel like sharing with me, then I'd love to hear. It can be a huge life-changing session. I have seen people instantly shift out of a depression, or instantly shift a pain that they've had for months. So, love to hear about, all those insights, even if there was an emotion there that you were not even aware of, you know. So love to hear that. And if this is too woo-woo for you, you think, yeah, Kat, that was really nice, but it's not really my thing, and you're more into self-empowerment, there is other things that I offer as well. If you ever felt like checking out the website, you can tap into that as well. What I would love, love, love to hear, you don't have to. If you feel like, you want to leave, you totally can. But what I just always do at the end is two things. First, if there is something that you got from today and you like to share, chat it in the chat box. I'd like to read it back for the ones that like to stay. Shares are very potent because you might see a share and go, shit, I had that too. I forgot that. And the other thing is, after you've done that, just write one word, of how you are feeling right now, and I often combine it with the last thing I ate. So I think I ate a piece of melon. So I would say I'm a blissed out melon at the moment. So if you feel like, capturing this with just a feeling, just one word, would love to hear that. But if you want to share what you got from this session, I really love to hear. Thanks, Sophie. Letting go of some stuff. Great. That's wonderful. Insightful. Yeah, I will send you, Rim. I will send you after today. If it's okay, everyone that's here, I'll put you on my list and you get all the information. If after that you're not interested in my emails, just feel free to unsubscribe again. But it's easiest for me to just send this out to everybody. And I'd love to hear again if you want to email me about what came up. A grounded, sleepy clear cranberry. I love it. A chill glass of water. Happy apple. Lovely latte. Beautiful. Any other things that you got from today, guys? Any epiphanies? Wonderful. Calmer. I love that, Nikki. Great to hear. A connected omelette. I love that as well. The calm, sleepy egg. You guys make me laugh. It's the great way to describe how you feel, right? Sticky chai, broken life journey. Love it, Angeline, and I'm going to see you next week, so that's wonderful. Happily jumping blueberry, wonderful. Now, Mark, thank you for this. Sorry, not very responsive. Running Zoom from my phone. All good. Trying to concentrate on the screen. All good, Mark. And if you wanted to afterwards share with me with the email, you can. Lovely to meet you and connect with you. And yeah, for the ones that couldn't be here in the session and that are listening to the recording, lovely to have you here as well. Just know that we're all energy. So we are here with 24 people, but just know that, about 45 people signed up in together, maybe even 50. So let's just say that we were connected with a group of 50 people, and knowing that, when you connect with that energy, when you go into the meditation afterwards, that we have that high frequency there, right? We
All the
really
time.
do.
No.
So what I'd love for you all to do, feeling calm and grounded now, beautiful. Thank you for your shares. Thank you for showing up, especially the ones on Father Day in Australia. And yeah, I'll send you all the information if you're interested. And again, if you ever have any questions or any other shares, just email to me. I'd love to hear. Yeah. Big love to you all. Mwah. Have a wonderful Sunday, guys. Wherever you are, whether it's Africa, Europe, Australia, Bali, it was lovely to see you all. Yeah. Big love to you all. Mwah. See you next time. Love, love.